Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Baylor's offense takes the field. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many heads of the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Bears will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So UCF's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example. Then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. It's Jenkins. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams. And throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Knights! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Prentice. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Now on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Got it in the middle. It's Farmer. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Jackson gonna throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Farmer. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Gets rid of it. Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Knights started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point was good.
14, Baylor, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. White wants to throw it. Here's the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game.
Oh, he's got some room into the goal line.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
3-25.
He'll pull it on the read. Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about that play? The big fella, one of the biggest guys, the biggest receivers on the field, right down the middle of the field, wide open. You could definitely tell the defense busted on that one.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Got a man. It's Farmer. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. White wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Hands it off. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. The give from the gun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Bears will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the 1st down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback gets past the marker. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
That has to sting as a defense. In a 3rd and obvious passing situation, you're going against this dual threat quarterback you know can scramble, right? You've got to have somebody at home either spying him or mirroring him, expecting that to happen. That time, the defense wasn't in the right position, and the quarterback absolutely killed them with his legs, picking up the 1st down.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play, giving up the sack.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Extending the play. He's got it on the move. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. White wants to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
When you run this out route, you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, UCF.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Fox. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Montgomery. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Jackson will throw. Swings it out to his running back. And just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. The Knights come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to get the edge on the left. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's going to take off to the 10. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by a field goal over Miami. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. White going to attack through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like... running back didn't mess around. Like... Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's moving out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Using his legs, it's Montgomery. Inside the 15. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights have this offense rolling. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Complete on the comeback. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. White wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Quarterback extends the play. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The Bears line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets the first himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the move, it's Montgomery. Turning it on! They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Knights didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Touchdown, UCF! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. Look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sometimes you're just living right. You put the ball in jeopardy in the middle of traffic, and he makes the grab off the deflection.
No, Reese, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. Throw over the middle of the field and zone when all the eyeballs are looking right at you, towards a defender. Not the best offense, but, man, they caught a break. You take those breaks, and you don't apologize for it.
He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Griffin. Gets it to him on the screen. Brings it to the open. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And the Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff.
Got room on the return. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. And he's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Knights have it with a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Let's go.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield. It's Griffin. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback adapted. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.